Welcome to episode 10 of Duality of Nerds, where we aim to prove that no matter how different two people seem to be, you can always be united by your love of all things nerd. I'm Brady, he's Micah, better known as Ball.
And knowledge. So today we have a shorter video. It's a little different. We're doing our fan segment. We posted on Instagram and TikTok just a video allowing everyone to comment or DM us to ask us really any question they wanted. So we're gonna start with answering those, and then we're gonna follow that with fan favorite bit or legit. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll just get right into it. Obviously, there's three elephants in the room, so
I'll address my one, you can address both of yours. I'm not in my regular recording setup. I have moved states. Over the weekend, I moved to Nashville, and so I am now in Tennessee. I was in Indiana, now I'm in Tennessee. Other than that, not much else has changed. I brought all my recording stuff, so it won't make much of a difference to you guys, but I'm sure people are gonna notice and recognize.
Yeah, it's definitely worth answering the questions now so that they don't have to ask them when we answer in a different video. So addressing what we think people will ask so I can address mine. I've also got to change the scenery. I have moved back to college into a college apartment. I get an actual apartment this year. It's great. But yeah, I drove across 6 states over the past 2 days. So from Boise, Idaho, all the way to Tulsa, Oklahoma for college. So I'm here in this sucky town. College is great, but so yeah, change of scenery for me. And then the other elephant is it's the cut. Yep.
The most aggressive
hair.
elephant in the room. Knowledge is bald.
Knowledge is bald. Yeah.
Knowledge is bald.
I mean, I like buzz cuts. Girls ain't gonna be attracted to me either way. Buzz cut's just easier to work with, so buzz cut it is.
Let's be clear. Girls are gonna be attracted to you because of your takes, not because of your looks.
Actually, compared to your takes,
we have. But yeah. Like he said, this video is for the fans. We've got a fan segment sponsored by you guys, just your guys' questions, and the fan favorite, Bit or Legit. We've got some hot takes in here. So this is going to be a fun one. We've got great questions from you guys, great Bit or Legits. It's going to be a fun video.
Yep.
Let's get it started with our first question.
So we've got from Victor Schall. What is your dream Star Wars video game?
Oh, for me, this is not close. This is not close.
I'll let you start then.
For me, it's Battlefront 3.
Oh,
it has to happen.
I mean,
EA needs to wake up and write the check. Whoever you have to pay, let it take as long as it needs to take. We don't need it this year. We don't need it next year. But we need Battlefront 3. Yeah. Battlefront 2 is top 3 greatest video games of all time. We need Battlefront 3. EA, whoever you have to pay to get it done, pay them.
Yeah. For me, I really like single player open world games. Like I love Skyrim, yes. I love Subnautica, I love Minecraft, I love Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, all these different. So I like Jedi Survivor, but I would much rather have a No Man's Sky style Star Wars game where you can travel to so many different planets and systems and encounter the same species and ships, and it can be set during the Empire or the Republic or the Clone Wars. I think that would be a really interesting
That's a
game.
Great idea.
Yeah, because
that's a great idea.
It would be too big. That's the only problem, because No Man's Sky is already pretty big, and there are set planets and set ships instead of procedurally generated planets and ships. So it'd be tough, right. But it would be really cool.
Okay, our next question sent in by Jason. If you could be any Star Wars character for a week, but you don't have their skills, you have to fake being in battle without anyone knowing, what Star Wars character would you be? That's a hilarious question.
That is... I mean, for me, I feel like the easiest answer is Jar Jar Binks, bro. I don't gotta fake nothing. I just gotta be super clumsy, and somehow everything works out. So...
That's true. It's crazy how well everything works out for Jar Jar.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go smart, because if I'm not having the powers, I want someone with aura. Low key, I'd be R2.
R2
to see the world from R2's perspective in battle, and like you say, no powers. Okay, but I can still maybe I don't have the jetpacks, but I can still grab things and interact with things and like
Yeah.
I can still run around
Yeah.
as R2, and I'm always hanging out with like the dopest Jedi, excuse me. Um, yeah, I think I'd be R2.
Honestly, as I was thinking about the no skills, I think I'd go for Tarkin or Director Krennic, because I mean they don't necessarily have skills. It's more people and leadership
That would
skills.
be cool.
It'd be pretty cool to be up there in the Empire. I'd probably say Tarkin. That'd be kind of fun. All right, then I will take us on to our third one from Perry Dat Platypus. Have y'all ever pursued Star Wars Legends, and if so, which ones?
We've both gotten really into the Light of the Jedi books. I've read, I think, all of them, or listened to, I guess. I think all of them. I love that era. I would personally take the role of Stellan Gios, of any of those guys.
Elzar Mann.
Disney. Elzar Mann. Dude, I'd do Stellan, because Stellan's the charmer, and that's kind of like the role I would fit in.
Elzar likes to experiment with the Force, which is the coolest thing ever to me. So
Elzar is a dope Jedi. Okay, so to answer the question, I've gotten to the High Republic stuff. That's like more niche Star Wars, but it's not Legends. I think the ultimate answer is no. I have not gotten into the Legends stuff.
Yeah, and honestly, I haven't either. I actually just today bought one of the Essentials Legends collection, Revan. I bought a Revan Legends book. This will be kind of my first dive into Legends. The problem with Legends for us is in running this Star Wars account, we try and keep all our questions related to canon. And if we get too into Legends, it'll become too jumbled up. And we've already gotten comments that are like, isn't that Legends? Isn't that technically not canon? It's like, yeah, as soon as we start diving, we're going to get it a little mixed up. So it'd be hard to keep track. So for the sake of the podcast, we kind of avoid Legends, which sucks because it's really interesting. But it just helps our brains.
It is really interesting, especially with characters like Revan and Nihilus and Darth
Zion.
Even Luke
Skywalker, bro.
Yeah, even Luke Skywalker, Luke's Legends journey. But like, Darth Sion is one of my favorite Sith of all time, and I don't know if there's any canon stories about Darth Sion. Yeah. Darth Treya, the chick with 3 lightsabers.
Oh yeah, Treya's cool. Vitiate. Oh my gosh.
So many Vitiate. I mean, the father of the Sith Order. Like most of his stuff is Legends. So we haven't got into it. I don't want to get into this too much. I think one of the biggest reasons is because it's just too much. I love movies and cinematic universes, and I love Harry Potter, and I love Lord of the Rings, and I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Is probably my favorite cinematic universe of all time.
Yeah.
And I love the Hunger Games, and I love like all of this stuff. I just can't. Like I like movies, and I like cinema, and I like all that stuff. I'm not strictly Star Wars, even though that is most of our account right. And I love Star Wars, so I'm not upset that that's most of our account right now.
And it's helpful to have continuity with how much we love these shows and movies, and listening to canon books. Having the continuity, knowing that all of it is connected, is helpful. It almost feels disappointing to read something and know it's not connected to the rest of Star Wars that we love. That's my perspective as someone who hasn't really dove into it. I know other people probably disagree, but just for the sake of continuity, I like keeping things canon for now. But I have a Legends book, so starting the journey maybe.
Okay, next question sent in by Grace. Is Top Guy single? Hey Grace, you are my fiance. We are getting married in less than 8 months. So I appreciate you sending in a question. We're getting married.
He's taken. Leave him alone.
I am not single. I'm actually getting married to you. I love you, Grace. I know you're probably not going to watch this, but
she's not.
Thanks for sending it.
Actually, because of the next question, she might. I don't know if she sent this in to make fun of me or make her feel better about herself. One of the two, but she asked, do you guys have girlfriends? Naturally, he does. I definitely don't. So,
actually, I don't have a girlfriend.
That's true. You have a fiance.
Dude, speaking of bad story, I accidentally called Grace my girlfriend like 2 days ago. Not good looks. Not good looks.
Anyways, yes, I am single because I don't meet people. Thanks, Grace, for making me feel terrible. No.
All right. Next question sent in by the Flying Penguin. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's not one that the Jedi would tell.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it, but
that's not one that the Jedi would tell.
Yeah,
so that's all I can say.
That's probably why I haven't heard it. All right. Well, this one was sent in by Sharker Pants. If you could live in any cinematic slash comic universe, which one would you live in?
Oh, great question. I have a precedent.
Okay.
Are we guaranteed survival?
That's a hard one. I would say no.
Because
I don't. I would say
okay,
no.
see that really changes
It does.
my answer.
Which I think is the point. Yeah.
Because I
Would you
would've
risk
gone
it?
Star Wars.
Yeah. Would you risk it for the sake of the
I would have gone
experience?
Star Wars. I'm getting slimed out in Star Wars. I don't do well with unjust authority. So if I was in the Empire era, I'd probably mouth off to a stormtrooper and get my head blown off. So
It's true.
probably not going with Star Wars if I'm not guaranteed survival.
That's a great
But
point,
if
dude.
I'm
I
not
do the
guaranteed
same,
sur-
actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd mouth off to a stormtrooper and I'd pass away.
That's
and that would be
exactly
my
how
story.
I'd go too.
So if I'm not guaranteed survival, I'm gonna go with Pirates of the Caribbean. Worst comes to worst, I get shot, I get blown up by a cannon. I mean, sure. Realistically, I sink and I take my chances on, some
Peacefully.
driftwood or swimming or living in Tortuga. Like, so I'll take the Pirates of the Caribbean cinematic universe.
Yeah. I've got easiest answer ever. I would love to be a hobbit in Middle Earth. I mean, life is
That would be
just farming and eating and good company and peace.
Life is low key peak
It's
in
just-
Hobbit Middle Earth.
it's-
That's true.
Yeah, it's just peace.
That's a good one. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Next question sent in by Makai. What is the definitive best episode arc in Clone Wars season 1 through 6?
Yeah.
So we are ignoring the Siege of Mandalore because everyone agrees objectively.
Absolutely.
You can't argue with it. That is the best.
We both have the same answer for this, so I'll just let you go.
We do. It's Umbara. It's the Umbara arc. We posted a video talking about the most annoying characters in Star Wars. And there were multiple comments like, how did you not name Pong Krell? How did you not name... Pong Krell is one of the best antagonists
Yep.
in animated TV shows. In TV shows, Pong Krell is one of the best antagonists.
Yep.
He is so good as an antagonist. Is he obnoxious? Sure. Brother, he's got forearm spins, 2 double-bladed light. Like, what are we talking about? Obnoxious.
He's written-
It's just fantasy.
written
This is
to make
fantasy.
you hate
He's
him.
written like this.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's written to make you hate him.
And they
So,
did a really good job on that.
and they did a really good job on that. I disagree with the haters of Pon Krell. I think he's a great villain. I think Umbara is perfect. There's nothing I would change about it.
Yeah.
I think a close second, which is a fair argument, is the Mortis arc.
Which that's exactly
Fair.
what Mackay said in his comment, is that his favorite is the Mortis arc for sure.
I don't think it's really hard for me to argue with that.
This is from Kim Ludwin. Do you think we'll ever see anything in the future involving Cass and Bix's baby? This is hard. Because there's a lot of, I feel like, unfinished stories in Star Wars. But Andor was so successful.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think we will. I do not think that is a dead horse that they are willing to beat. Like, if you're gonna beat the Empire story another time, it's gonna be for something super interesting, like a Thrawn story.
Yeah.
Something that there's already an audience for. I just don't think the Andor audience is there for a baby Cass story.
And, well,
If I had to guess, I would say no. And if I had to give my opinion and recommendation, I would say no.
yeah, I think
Walk away from it.
I mean, I think the Andor audience would be there. The question is, where the heck would they take it? Like, I don't know what kind of
Exactly.
story they'd pull. So I just don't. I agree with you. I don't think it would happen. I think they have the audience, but I just don't think they can do anything interesting enough. I think that's just meant to have the lasting emotional impact that makes season 2 as good as it is.
Good question. Next question sent in by Kilo Manus. Brady, how Mormon are you? That sure looks like Provo to me. Dude, I forgot this question was in here. Hilarious question. That is not Provo. That was Indiana. That was not. I'm not from Utah. That was Indiana. My background. I don't even know how you got that. It was just trees.
I know.
But no, I was in Indiana, and I also am not Mormon. I believe in Jesus Christ and as my Lord and Savior, and He is the way, the truth, and the life. I do not agree with Mormonism or the Church of Christ.
Yep.
But they are some very kind people.
Very kind,
Church of
very
Christ.
dedicated people. I have a
Very
lot
kind,
of respect.
very dedicated
A
people.
lot of respect.
I
those.
respect Mormonism like heck. No, obviously satirical question, hilarious question. No, I was in Indiana, not Provo.
All right. Our next one is sent in by Grant GHK. Do you have a favorite niche or slept-on character in Star Wars or Marvel you wish more people knew about? This is kind of interesting. Yeah, this is tough to think about. I mean, when I went to Marvel, I think Layla El Fali from Moon Knight is slept on. I think she's actually one of the stronger female leads I've seen in anything. I think she was actually a really well-written character. I feel like the good characters do get the recognition they deserve.
That's what I'm saying. Because if I want to say like some of my favorite smaller characters within the span of the cinematic universe, I would talk about guys like Hondo.
Yep.
Hondo has a huge audience.
Yep.
I would talk about
even Thrawn. Thrawn is in only 2 shows.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even have a ton of screen time thus far. You know, and like there's.
But he's not niche or slept on. Like Thrawn has an audience.
Yeah.
Hondo has an audience. Yep. So that's a really tough question for Star Wars because I feel like any character,
even Ben Quadaneros, bro, like
even Ben Quadaneros has an audience. No, I'll talk about some that I think are underutilized. I think Kit Fisto was really, really, really underutilized.
That's a great point.
In the Skywalker saga and in the Clone Wars. He's in one arc.
Yeah.
We got one arc out of him. It's one of the better arcs in Clone Wars. We should have brought that up earlier. It's one of the better arcs of Clone Wars. That's all we get out of Kit Fisto. And he is one of the most awesome Jedi in terms of personality and watchability and entertainment factor. Like, Kit Fisto is the man.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any screen time. So I would probably say Kit Fisto.
Yeah, and I think for me, this is kind of an interesting poll, but from Book of Boba Fett, which I really enjoy that show. But anyways, Cobb Vanth, the Marshal, I think he was a pretty interesting character. I think he was a pretty well done character.
Yeah.
He's a bit slept on.
Actually, fair. No, I'll give that to a bunch of people in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Black Krrsantan. What are we doing?
Krrsantan was awesome.
I would love to follow around a Wookiee bounty hunter. That would be dope,
dude.
Because people always talk about
Fennec's gotten more
Fennec
screen
Shannon.
time, but she's incredible. She's one of my favorite bounty hunters
She's
in Star
awesome.
Wars. I love Fennec.
100%. I mean, the amount of times people are talking about Chewbacca and they're like, "Oh, he'll rip your arms off." Chewbacca's a big softie. He's a teddy bear. Like, as far as what we see of Chewbacca, but Black Krrsantan, like, if we follow an actual violent Wookiee as a bounty hunter, that would be super interesting. So you can go a bunch of ways with all of these characters. They're gonna have an audience, so I wouldn't call any of them niche per se, but they're definitely slept on and underutilized.
Yeah.
Okay, next question sent in by Elijah Hogan. Knowledge, what happened to your hair?
It's gone, bro. Reduced to atoms. Yeah, I mean we addressed that earlier, but yep, it's. I used the number 3 with the razor, so it's short.
Yeah, that's short, but hey, I'm sure you're so comfortable and living it up. I'm sure that's
great,
the best.
bro. It's so great. All right, and then our next one. This one's actually for me from Adam Selleck. Would I rather have a lightsaber or fly an N1? I guess he remembers that an N1 is my favorite ship in all of Star Wars. So, with an N1, I would not be a very good pilot. I would crash and I would die. It just doesn't matter, okay? Lightsaber, I might also cut off a limb or two, but I have always dreamed of having a freaking lightsaber. I've got 2 fake ones, you know, like if I could have Kanan's or Cal Kestis' lightsaber, I'd be very happy. So I would definitely pick a lightsaber over an N1.
Next question was sent in by TJ Vandy. What's the smallest change that would take a Star Wars project from mid/bad to good/amazing? This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is a relatively small change that they could have made. Well, it should be a relatively small change. You talked about Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That show had so much potential. If they reduced the Tusken Raider arc...
Dude, I liked it, but...
okay, you're a psychopath. If they reduced the Tusken Raider arc to 45 minutes, don't even give it a whole episode, and then
That is
build
a whole
up the town.
Split it in half.
Build
for
up the
2 episodes.
town. Build up the whole town. Build up the Cad Bane. Like, do Cad Bane's death better. Build up all the like. Book of Boba Fett could have been a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 Star Wars project.
Yeah.
And I feel like really where it lost most of its audience was so early at the beginning. You just force-fed Tusken Raider stuff, and it just didn't land.
Yeah.
So that feels like a relatively small change they could have made that could have kept the audience for the good parts of Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, and I mean the mods were a little corny, I will admit. And also I'm realizing Cobb Vanth is more in Mandalorian. I know that's a prior point, but yeah, I was trying to think of like what small change you can make to Book of Boba Fett, but I don't have enough problems to think there would be a small change. I don't like that they killed Cad Bane that quickly. I would have loved. I mean, we can still see more Cad Bane. There's still more flashback stuff we can do for sure.
Right.
And he did need an ending. I just don't know how I feel about that. But if they changed the ending of Force Awakens somehow, or Rey's progression, the fact that she was just able to beat Kylo somehow at the end, or actually, no, scrap all that. Make Finn the Jedi instead. Make Finn the Jedi. Force Awakens is a perfect movie.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly. A force-sensitive stormtrooper that falls out of the order and rises up is so much more interesting
than another freaking
the
desert
story, which we've heard
twice,
3 times already.
3 times, yep.
Like, she's the 3rd time in 3
every trilogy. Every trilogy.
So, oh my gosh, if they had gone the Finn route, because all of the posters were Finn with the lightsaber blade in front of his eye. Just feed into that.
One
and the
small
movie's
change,
a 10
dude.
out of 10.
And that could have changed the
gosh.
entire trilogy. That trilogy could have been peak just from that small change.
I agree. That answer is better than anything I could have given.
All right. Our next question was sent in by David Swartzy. Bounty hunter son or Jabba's dancer daughter?
That is a hilarious question.
Bounty
For
hunter
me,
son.
Not even
Close.
Bounty hunter son.
Not even.
Jabba dancer daughter, eaten by a rancor.
A lot of whole other issues. So
A whole lot of
it's
other
not
issues,
close.
which it's not close. Bounty hunter son. Hilarious question. Next question.
We got 3.
Who is the... Oh, yeah, this is a 3-piece. Sent in by Gabri Pitt. Who is the best actor in the whole franchise? Referring to, I'm guessing, Star Wars.
Yes.
Remind me Palpatine's name.
Ian McDiarmid.
Probably my pick off the top of my head.
Poe Dameron, bro. Oscar Isaac's just such a phenomenal actor.
Oh, my gosh. Adam Driver. What am I doing?
That's
It's
also
Adam
good.
Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's
As
either...
much hate as you get for the sequels, the acting is...
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Between, like, it's incredible. Even Rey is fine. Even Rey is good.
Yeah.
No, for me, it's Ian McDiarmid. I think Oscar Isaac is a good pull, but
Adam
I
Driver's a
would
good
probably go with Adam Driver as Kylo Ren.
Yeah. As much as I don't like him, Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian. He's pretty good.
Unfortunately, incredible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, incredible.
No, he's pretty dang good. Of live action, yeah, that's what probably we have to pull for acting. Voice acting is a different story.
Fair.
It's Sam Witwer kind of. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's D. Bradley Baker. It is D. Bradley Baker.
Oh yeah, goodness gracious, holy versatility.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats off to Sir Christopher Lee. I mean,
oh dude,
goodness, he's great too.
Oh
so,
my gosh, he might actually.
and then
be the best,
part two of the question: what's your favorite ship?
N1.
Yeah, I mean it's X-wings. It's X-wings.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's just X-wings.
Hard
They're
to-
so awesome.
Can't argue with that at all.
And I will say, 80% of my reason for picking X-wing is because of that one scene in Force Awakens on.
Oh my gosh, Takodana with
of
Poe. Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the best scenes in
Yep.
all of the Skywalker saga.
Yep.
Incredible scene.
100%.
Anyways, And then the last part, who's the worst antagonist?
This is actually really. I've
Worst
never thought about
antagonist in
this.
Star Wars.
This is a good.
That's a good question. Off the top of my head, it's probably Snoke.
I think
Snoke's a
Snoke was
freaking
good.
loser.
No, I think he was.
No, he's a loser.
No, I think he was good. I mean, I can't
Wow.
say he was great. I can't call him bad.
Wow.
He was interesting.
You're wrong.
He was very interesting.
I disagree.
Oh.
He was interesting as a projection.
Yeah.
The first time we saw him, everybody was like, "Oh, really?" And then he died,
True.
and everybody was like, "Oh, really?"
That's a good point. Yeah,
Like,
Force
he's a complete
Awakens
total
Snoke was interesting. No, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
It's tough.
Hux, I'm the spy.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing? It's Hux. Frick everything. It's Hux.
He was so great in Force Awakens.
Worst redemption. You killed 155 billion people. I'm a good guy now. What do you mean you're a good guy now?
That cut out so awkwardly. It sounded like you cussed.
Oh no, I said frick.
Yeah.
No. General Hux, worst antagonist in Star Wars.
Yeah. Our next one from Skylar Holt: top 5 episodes of Clone Wars. Hard to pull 5. I'd rather rank arcs. Siege of Mandalore and Umbara is going to be both of our top 2, so it's kind of just the next 3.
Siege of Mandalore, Umbara, Domino Squadron up to Clone Trooper 99, Fall of Camino. It's tough between Mortis and Mon Cala. I'd probably go Mon Cala, then Mortis.
Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd go Siege of Mandalore, Umbara, Mortis, Bad Batch.
I mean, we haven't even talked about any of the Zabrak stuff. We like any of the any of the Savage stuff. Savage stuff is good.
I'd probably do. Oh no. Yeah, whichever. No. Ventress's revenge arc. That's the one that I would take. Dooku's betrayal and her. I mean, this for the scene alone of him in his pajamas fighting the 3 invisible Night Sisters. So that would probably be my number 5.
Great question. I mean, I could talk about it all day. For the sake of the sake, there's our arcs. We could do an entire video, a 4-hour-long video ranking every single episode in Clone Wars.
We will eventually. It's gonna happen.
Maybe one day on the Patreon.
No, it's gonna happen.
Okay. Next question sent in by No Park. Favorite line from any Star Wars project and why?
I'm the spy.
I'm the spy.
No,
somehow Palpatine returned. I don't like sand.
I don't like sand. That's another good one. When Ezra's just like, "Do you feel that? The cold," and then it shows Vader. Not as great as a line, more great as a scene, but Vader's line to Ezra of "Then you will die braver than most" is probably the toughest line. I don't fear. I don't fear you. Then you will die braver than most. That's probably my number 1.
I'd probably put that at number 1 too. That's a phenomenal poll.
And obviously, I like what Darth Vader says in Maul Shadow Lord. Okay, next one is from Devin Effects. What's your favorite quote to say that you wouldn't think is from a show?
Quoting, I've heard it both ways. From Psych, I say all the time.
Yeah, this one's tough for me. Show specific, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I quote a lot of other stuff, but this one's tough. So if you guys have specific quotes, throw them down in the comments. Especially from Star Wars, I might recognize and remember, but let us know your guys's.
Question from Jay Sweeney. Outside of Star Wars, favorite movie series? This is actually an interesting question because it assumes that both of our favorite franchises is Star Wars. Is that true for either of us? It's not true for me.
It's not true for me either.
Okay, so we got to address this. We are known as the Star Wars guys right now. My favorite movie franchise is Pirates of the Caribbean. Probably tied with Star Wars. And then right beneath that is Marvel, or is the MCU.
Yeah.
So we've got, actually, I would say Marvel because that opens it up to Daredevil. But anyways.
And X-Men.
And actually the X-Men movies. So yeah. And Spider-Man movies. Okay, so I'm just going to say Marvel.
Yeah.
1A is Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars. 1B is Marvel. And then I love a bunch of other franchises. But yeah, I actually wouldn't say Star Wars is my favorite. It's probably tied, but Pirates of the Caribbean is the answer you're looking for.
It's not tied for me. It's close. It's not as close as some may think, but Lord of the Rings has to be first and by far. I mean, especially, Middle Earth in general. I'll take Hobbit. I'll throw Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and all the books up there. I mean, I have every single book from Tolkien on my shelf right there. It's like $1,000 worth of books because I got the nice versions. But that undoubtedly favorite franchise of all time. Star Wars is behind it, right behind it. Star Wars has the advantage of being created by multiple people and can be continued, whereas Tolkien was one person who died in 1973. All right, well, our next one, sent in by Paul Niebrug. I don't really know how to pronounce that. This is kind of actually interesting. Who would win in a fight, the Bad Batch or Spider-Man? And he specifically said including Crosshair and Echo in the Bad Batch.
Okay. We got to set some standards.
Which Spider-Man?
Which Spider-Man?
Yeah. Let's just go with the most recent for the sake. Let's go with Brand New Day,
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Okay, Brand New Day, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So not Iron Spider.
Correct.
Because Iron Spider literally slimes all of them out. No contest.
No, we're doing Brand New Day. We're going to do the most recent Spider-Man. His spider sense is
tough.
easily his biggest advantage. I mean...
But I mean, it's Crosshair.
It's Crosshair.
Like,
it's Tech as
it's
well.
Tech, it's Hunter. It's Wrecker.
Yeah.
Good question.
Omega? No, yeah, no, this one's tough. He did sense the bullet in Brand New Day.
He's not seeing anything like laser bullets ricocheted off 45 different mirrors down one
That's a
hallway.
great point. Yeah.
So, like, I don't care how much spider sense you got.
It's Bad Batch.
I think it's Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I think the numbers help them. I think Spider-Man easily solos every single one of them.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man easily solos any duo of them. But all of them, man, I think Brand New Day Spider-Man falls. I think Iron Spider wins. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man gets beat. And Tobey Spider-Man is, I guess, stronger.
He's stronger, but that wouldn't help him enough.
Definitely stronger than Tom Holland's, but I don't think it would help him. So I think every Spider-Man loses except for Iron Spider.
And that's because it's a Tony Stark suit. So
next question sent in by Leo Williams. This guy's a day one. What is your first memory of Star Wars / what brought you into it? My first memory of Star Wars, I watched Star Wars for the first time in 2015. I watched the original trilogy in order, and then I watched the prequel trilogy in order, and then I went to go see Force Awakens with my dad and my brother the weekend that it came out. And that is how I was introduced to Star Wars. That is how I will introduce my son into Star Wars. It will be the original trilogy, then the prequel trilogy, then the sequel trilogy. I'm not going to do it in chronological order. I think if you introduce someone to Star Wars in chronological order, you are cruel. That is not how Star Wars is supposed to be watched.
Now, I would have someone watch Clone Wars before watching Revenge of the Sith. I would rather make Revenge of the Sith hit harder.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. But the point is, original trilogy, then prequels, then sequel trilogy.
Not the point of the question, but
after I had gotten into Star Wars like that, because I was 10-ish, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
I would go to the library. I would ask my mom to drive me to the library, and I would use my library card to scan out seasons of Clone Wars on DVD. And so, if you know, you know, I have probably watched 800 hours worth of Clone Wars in my lifetime, because I would go to the library and I would scan out a season's worth on DVD, and I would just watch it on repeat for 2 weeks at a time, and then go get the next season at the library. So watching it with my dad and brother in original, prequel, and then Force Awakens in 2015, and then after that watching Clone Wars on DVD rented from the library. That is my Star Wars introduction.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of got 3 stages. So, like, my dad grew up with the original trilogy. He loved it. So I watched Star Wars early in my life, and we did watch them in chronological, not release order. We watched Phantom Menace first. So my dad was cruel, I guess, but didn't affect me. So yeah, watched 1 through 6. That was kind of the first stage that I don't remember super well. Obviously played some Lego Star Wars. I remember like watching some episodes of Clone Wars growing up. I didn't watch much, but like I knew who Ventress was and who Ahsoka was, kind of. That was Ventress was always in my memory because it's like bald lady with 2 lightsabers. That's crazy. that's probably my real earliest memory. And then second stage was when The Force Awakens came out. The hype behind that trailer, watching it with all our cousins. I remember watching it with Jason at grandma's house, like
Yes.
in the stairwell on or whatever to get to her upstairs. We were watching on a phone, watching the trailer. Like the hype was so big. So that was my second kind of, and then I was super excited. I went and saw The Last Jedi on my birthday because I think it came out on my birthday. Saw Rise of Skywalker in theaters, and like, so that was when I was still a casual Star Wars fan. And then Mandalorian, when The Mandalorian came out, it actually took till season 2 seeing Ahsoka in live action. That was basically my first time actually seeing Ahsoka. Like, I had vague memories of her from Clone Wars. I had not watched Clone Wars at that point. So when that happened, that's when I full swing into Star Wars, watched everything. And I've now rewatched everything so many times. It feels like I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life, even though I haven't been a true Star Wars fan my whole life. But those are kind of the 3 stages for me.
Yeah, that's a great answer and a great story. And it's worth pointing back to our pilot episode of the pod, episode 1. We kind of gave a brief history about you and I.
Yeah.
And in that, we addressed that, like, really when we became best friends, because we say we've been best friends for life, but when we became best friends was 2015.
Was The Force
when
Awakens.
we watched The Force Awakens trailer together in Grandma's house, and then we talked about it because we saw it like on a similar weekend. I think we saw it on the same weekend.
Yeah.
But then we talked about it all the time, and like what we're doing right now, talking about this stuff, that started in 2015, and that's like when we became best friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
because we were
Force Awakens. I adore that movie.
We
That
were
movie's so special to me.
Yeah, we were still like good friends. Like, it was Yumi and Elijah for sure.
yeah.
As like the trio for a while, but yeah, it really kicked off in that year. So Star Wars has been a big part of our friendship. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And especially Force Awakens, man. I can't stress enough. That movie, oh man, that movie just holds such a special place in my heart.
Me too. Next one's from Caden Maz. I gotta censor it a little bit and say crap instead. But our top 3 Glup Crappos. Ben Quadaneros.
He's up there.
He's the. I feel like Bendu's almost one, but I really like the Bendu.
I'll give you the Bendu.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, I feel like he's in that.
Nobody talks about the Bendu.
No one talks about the Bendu.
And he's awesome.
He's one of the coolest and one of the most interesting characters that we encounter. So I'll definitely go for him. And then, dude, maybe like Dagan Gera from Jedi Survivor. Like, he's kind of popular because of that game, but he's still not very well known across all Star Wars fans, just among gamers. So
100%.
Or Ravis. Actually, probably Ravis from that. He's a Gendai. He's awesome.
If you want to go in the High Republic, give me Stellan.
Yeah, give me
Geos.
Elzar, man.
I know he's a big part of the High Republic. Like, both Stellan and Elzar are big parts of the High Republic story and the Light of the Jedi books. But, like, nobody reads those books. They're so, like, I guess they aren't so niche, but, like, they're not very
Most Star Wars fans don't read.
Exactly. Most Star Wars fans don't think either, but that's fine.
It's true.
So I would say give me Heavy, give me Stellan Geos, and give me Clone Trooper 99. Yeah. I got 2 clones in there and a Jedi, so
yeah.
I guess the whole point is to be separated.
Give me Oppo Rancisis.
Actually, recently Oppo Rancisis because of the bit that he's been for us.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't the most niche characters because the most niche characters aren't that interesting.
Next question from Conrad. Are either of you into Lego Star Wars? I don't know if he's talking about the game or
like movies and stuff.
Sets.
Or movies.
Or sets.
I guess
or
there's
movies.
a whole...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The movies and shows, no. The game, yes. The Lego sets, yes. Way more when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because when I had Christmas and birthday, when I was a little chump, only thing I cared about asking for was Lego sets. Now that I actually have expenses and have things I want help with.
Socks and underwear.
Socks and underwear. Okay, so like, yes, I've kind of stopped, unfortunately, asking for Lego sets, so not so much anymore. I know I'm gonna get into it again one day.
When you have
so I don't know if you're talking about. exactly when I had the money for Lego, because Lego's way too expensive. But
So bad.
yeah,
Yeah. And for me, I would be into Legos, the sets, if I had the money, and I will. I want to get a Venator. Like, that's my dream Lego set of all the Lego sets. I know I did watch some Lego Star Wars movies growing up. Don't really remember them too much. The game, I did play it growing up, but I sucked, so I really gave up on it, and I wasn't a huge Star Wars fan. So it's something I kind of need to go back to, and I think I'll really enjoy it if I do. But so I'm not a big Lego Star Wars guy. I should be. All right, and our next one from Kojiro95. What color would our personal lightsabers be? Well, I'm gonna be niche and special. I'm gonna say orange, because I mean, orange is my favorite color and flavor technically. But anyways, orange is my favorite color. I also like, obviously in Legends, each saber color has a different meaning and purpose, and orange is kind of interesting because it doesn't have a fully fleshed out meaning. And like now we have Balin Skull and Shin Hati with the orange tinged red sabers, so they're orangish. Right. I like where that's going, where they are kind of force neutral but more leaning dark side. But orange sabers, especially Cal's orange saber, just the shade of orange they pick is just beautiful. So
yeah, I mean, I think if you go towards meaning,
green would fit my personality along those lines.
Green, personality-wise, within you're green, I'm blue.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
100%.
So I
like what yellow.
That's probably the best answer.
Yeah, I like what gold symbolizes. Orange is my favorite color, and I
Yes.
think they look cool, and I like what it could mean and symbolize. But
Last question sent in from Uncle C. All-time favorite Star Wars project. End with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, in our first episode, we ranked our tops, so it's so hard.
We ranked our top shows.
Yes. Not gonna change for me.
Yeah, you're right. It's not gonna change.
It's not gonna. The shows are so much better. I'm sorry.
I want to convince myself to put Rogue One above, but Rogue One is not better than the Clone Wars.
No.
So I'm my favorite Star Wars project of all time is the Clone Wars. If you want me to be more specific, Clone Wars Season 7. Even though the Martinez sister
Martez. Holy racism.
Holy racism. The Martez sister arc is dragging that season down. It is still a 9.8 out of 10 season on the whole.
Yeah.
And the last 4 episodes are the best Star Wars we have ever seen.
100%.
Ever. Bar none. So, Clone Wars, more specific, by project, by season, Clone Wars Season 7. Favorite movie, Rogue One. But, yeah.
Yeah. For me, and it's so hard, so I'm going to pick Rebels. And if you want me to be more specific, last 2 episodes of Season 2 forwards. Season 3 and 4 are both peak. I have Rebels and Clone Wars kind of tied at the top, but I enjoy a higher percentage of Rebels than I do Clone Wars because there's a lot more filler in Clone Wars because it's a longer show. So maybe not the best metric, but out of my top 10 Star Wars characters, 6 of them are main characters throughout Rebels. I like the characters in Rebels a lot more. Which I know that feels crazy to say because of Clone Wars, but that's me personally. Favorite movie, also Rogue One. So Disney Star Wars sucks though. Here we are naming only Disney projects as our favorites.
Up next,
Bitter Legit.
fan favorite bit or legit. I will get us started. I would love to.
Yeah, please.
For those of you who don't know, bit or legit, one of us is going to say a take, and the other person has to guess, do they think that is a bit, or do they think that is a legit take that the other person has? Ahsoka Season 2 should not have been approved.
That's a bit.
Yeah, it is a bit. As much as I hate on Ahsoka Season 1. Okay,
It's
Ahsoka
gonna be
Season 2
peak,
had to
bro.
happen.
It's
going to be peak. The trailer, I don't like Ahsoka Season 1. I love being able to point out the flaws of Ahsoka Season 1 to idiot, moron, stupid head, poopy knuckles like you. But when I see the trailer of Ahsoka Season 2, I'm like, holy crap.
This is gonna be.
That looks like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. So, As much as I hate on season 1, and as much as I love to point out how wrong the people are that like Ahsoka season 1, unfortunately season 2 looks peak, and I'm glad it got approved.
I've accepted it as Rebels season 5, so I can't dislike it. Yeah, no, Ahsoka season 2 looks incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bit or legit, Force Awakens is a top 3 Star Wars movie.
We alluded to this earlier. I feel like it just means too much. I'm saying that's legit.
It is legit. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's legit. It is.
Crazy.
It's got flaws. Don't get me wrong.
It does.
But the hype, I mean, the peaks of that movie, I keep hitting my mic. The peaks of that movie are so much higher than the peaks of so many other Star Wars movies.
And it's like, we've already alluded to what our top Star Wars movie is. Rogue One, Force Awakens top 3. People hate on Disney Star Wars. I think you're all wrong.
Yep.
Disney Star Wars can be peak. Has been peak.
Has been mostly peak. Yeah.
Mostly peak. So, no, I agree with you. I think that's a good take.
Heck yeah.
I'm sure we'll warm up as things go along here. My next one. This is going to be a shocker to a lot of you. Attack on Titan is a 10 out of 10 TV show.
See, I have to think about what you think and not what I'm going to say that's a bit.
It is absolutely a bit.
Okay, good.
For our audience, we're not super into anime.
Not at all.
We're kind
of... Don't sugarcoat it. We're not into anime at all.
You're right.
We're not even a little bit.
We're not into anime at all. We're not even a little bit. But we did both recently watch Attack on Titan. I'm going to clip this up. I want our audience to let us know, do you guys want us to give a review of Attack on Titan? We have already cleared up. I do not think the show is a 10 out of 10. I think some of my takes about Attack on Titan would make a lot of people really angry.
Me too.
So let us know, do you guys care? Do we have the audience for Attack on Titan? If you don't care and you say, put the fries in the bag, stick to Star Wars, fine, we'll do that. But if the audience is there and you guys want us to give it can just be a segment of one of the future episodes where we review Attack on Titan, let us know in the comments. Yeah, definitely not a 10 out of 10 though. That was absolutely a bit.
Yep. All right. Bit or legit? Christ is King.
That is the most legit thing I have literally ever heard from you in the history of the podcast.
I don't think it can get more legit than that, to be honest.
It does not get more legit than that.
It's just truth. It's straight. That is the definition of legit.
That is the definition of legit, because he is the way, the truth, and the life, and the legitness.
And the legitness.
Paraphrased.
It's from the message. It's from the message translation.
From the message. That's hilarious. Oh, that is funny. No, that's absolutely legit. Christ is King. He's the way, the truth, and life. No one gets to the Father. No one gets to heaven but
except
through him. He is the way. Amen to that, brother. That's legit.
Amen.
Okay, we are switching things up here just a little bit. For this next one, I am going to read you a list of movies worse than Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And you need to tell me if this is a bit or legit list. Thor Ragnarok.
Bro, it's
Spider-Man 2.
No.
Avengers 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Bro, what is this?
The Batman Robert Pattinson's. Top Gun.
Oh, no.
The Odyssey. Inception. Guardians of the Galaxy. Captain America Civil War. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
And the Two Towers.
Whoa.
Star Wars A New Hope. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
Bro.
Dune Part 1 and 2. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
Monsters
4 and 5
Inc.
in there.
And Coco. That is my list of movies worse than Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Is that a bit or legit?
Yep. If it's not a bit, I'm coming over to Nashville and slapping your face. That's a bit.
It is a bit because I put Coco on that list.
Bro.
If I took out Coco, that would be a legit.
Better than Lord of the Rings? Oh my. Better than Avengers.
The two that I listed. Yes, all the Avengers movies. Yes, correct. Because I put Coco on that list, it is a bit.
Send him
Take
to
Coco
prison,
off
bro.
that list, it is legit.
Send this guy to prison. That is. I watched that movie recently. It was Buns. I didn't finish it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's so good.
No, it's not. Agamemnon's the only good part of that movie, bro.
Oh my gosh, Peabody is so funny. Sherman is so funny. Sherman's love interest, the annoying blonde,
Sherman,
so funny.
So annoying. Most annoying character in all of fiction.
Person who painted the Mona Lisa, hilarious. Agamemnon,
You
hilarious.
can't name the person who painted the Mona.
King Tut, hilarious.
Bro.
Every single character in that movie is hilarious. Even the principal chick, hilarious.
Sherman,
Agamemnon.
I need to get you out of here before you touch yourself. That's the only other redeeming part of the movie.
Oh my god. Dude, the entire freaking movie is that is one of my 10 out of 10 movie. One of my 10 out of 10 movies. Every single other movie on that list is not a 10 out of 10 except Coco, which is why that list was a bit. Take Coco off that list. It's a legit list.
Yeah, we're moving on. Bit or legit? Endgame is better than Infinity War.
Oh, jeez. I sure hope. There's a perspective of this that I understand, and a perspective of this that's not that perspective that's correct. I'm going to say that's a bit.
It's absolutely a bit. It's not even close, bro. Infinity War is phenomenal.
I think the portal scene is better than anything in Infinity War. The portal scene in Endgame is the best scene in the entire MCU.
Yeah.
And
other than the
it is
Daredevil, anyways. I'd throw Daredevil up. Probably not.
The diner scene with
with Bullseye, or I mean the
Bullseye
finale of season 3 with.
No, that's not better than the portal scene. What are we doing? 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 That's not better than the portal scene. The point is, that is better than anything in Infinity War, and people that hold that so high because that scene is Endgame, or like that sequence is Endgame. Fair enough. There's 3.5 other hours of that movie. So
yeah, no, Infinity War.
I agree with you.
Overall, better, more entertaining, more captivating. Yeah.
I think Infinity War is the better movie. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
that concludes
what can we say? This is a episode just for you guys.
Not a short one, but
not a short one, unfortunately. I probably gonna try and cut out some of the yap, but honestly, I'm just gonna leave it in here.
Mormons?
We're not Mormons. We're not Mormons. That's correct. No, outros have never really been our thing.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.